Do you think that you could pack up your family and move abroad? Well, that's exactly what one family did, and now best-selling author and father of three, David Schnurman, is sharing the true story in his new book. Brad had a chance to talk with him about his family's journey.
Good morning, David. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Brad. Thanks for having me on.
All right. I just saw a little bit about this book, but tell me, what is 11 Suitcases, One Family all about?
So 11 suitcases, the amount of suitcases we packed to move to Barcelona. We ended up living there for 2 years. But if I had to, that was in 2019. But if I went all the way back to 2015, it all started with us not trying to move abroad, but us trying to put to bed 3 kids 6 and under, and that led to a journey of 4 years later of us moving abroad.
Okay, so did you guys sit down as a family? Even though the kids were kind of young, did you all sit down and go, hey, all right, let's move?
Great question. It was the exact opposite. We sat down as a family. The kids were 6, so they could participate. And somebody recommended create a 10-year vision, because we were struggling in the day-to-day. Create a 10-year vision. In 2025, where do you want to see your family? And one of the things we wrote on that vision was experiencing life through travel. It didn't mean anything at that time. And that vision, through different connections and telling more people about it, ultimately led us to moving abroad 4 years later.
I like it. Okay, let's talk about change. And I think the biggest problem with people doing something like this is that they're scared of adapting to a new way of life. I mean, that they've been so used to, you know, we have where we can go to the grocery store. Different countries have different ways. How was that?
So first of all, taking the leap was hard enough, and we could talk about that as well. When I arrived, we loved Barcelona. It looked as beautiful as the background behind you in Arizona, but I did have imposter syndrome. I would meet people from all over the world who had traveled everywhere. And there was a speech that I went to by the dean of the kids' school, who was like, he was talking directly to me like we are right now. And he goes, this year, you're going to be invited to so many different opportunities, trips, book clubs, WhatsApp groups, and you have one job. Your one job is to say yes, because that's how you experience the mess and the magic of it all. And I came from living in Brooklyn, New York, used to saying no. And so literally that shifted my entire experience. The next day, I started saying yes to things that I normally wouldn't have. One example was a museum tour with new parents, and I ended up meeting some of our best friends on the trip as a result of that first yes.
I love it. You know, I think this book is, as you kind of like said before we started, was not about moving abroad, but about saying yes to doing different things to take you out of your comfort zone to help not only yourself grow, but your family and your children grow.
I would take it even a step before that. For us in 2019, if I'm going to be honest, we were stuck in that rut of midlife. Our kids were older, but we were doing the same things every day. And I remember thinking, this can't be it. And because we had that vision that we wrote in 2015, we were able to change the direction of the course that we were in and take a leap to go to Barcelona. And the reason I wrote the book, so many people who heard our story said, oh my God, this inspires me to do something with our story. For somebody, one person was changing his career. For another person, it was traveling more. So I hope anyone listening, this will inspire them and empower them, especially those with kids in midlife, to try something new, to write down a vision of where they want to get to.
Yeah. I think the biggest problem, and I like how you're saying it, that we have is that we always say, well, someday I'll do it, someday I'll do it, someday I'll do it, and it gets kicked down the road of someday. And you're saying, just go do it.
And if I'm going to be honest, we were talking before we started airing. I've been back for 5 years. 2024, my mom passed away suddenly. And that was oh my God, I wanted to write this book. I wanted her to be part of this experience because she visited us there. And that's where I realized someday could be never. So I finished the book a year and a half later because you can't wait for someday. You have to move towards now. And my mom passing away, and I love talking about her because I feel closer to her writing the book, made me realize you have to do what you want today. It's the age-old conversation we hear everywhere. I'm just another channel to tell somebody what they already know. And our experience, the book is a memoir written in present tense. So it's actually, I think, enjoyable to read, to see mostly good stuff, but a lot of like challenges we had raising kids abroad.
I like it. All right, I got to wrap up here, but I have one question for you and just a very quick answer that you can give because then we can get a long one. But what do you recommend for people to take that first step of yes?
Sit around your kitchen table with your kids or by yourself and write together a paragraph of what makes you unique and where do you want to see your family in 10 years from today.
There it is. David, this is awesome. It is 11 Suitcases, One Family, a great story that we got to definitely check out, and the book's available now. Where can they find it?
Go to 11suitcases.com, and that will take you right to Amazon, and you can read a little bit more about our story there as well.
I love it. Hey, David, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Brad.